Thank you very much, and a warm welcome to all of you. I'm here today to witness the official launching of a new service that we are very, very excited about. My name is Sirandao. I am the head of mobile money at Qodoo Financial Services, and I'm here with the rest of my team from the Q Group, from our partners, from Ajib and our banking partners, our staff, the media, as well as our esteemed customers who would be joining us via live radio links on some of the radio stations that we have in the country, including our upcoming Q Radio. Before we get started, we will do our normal custom in the country here, where we will invite Mohamed Ka to offer prayers for us.
الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Christians, can we bow down our heads to receive these prayers? Lord, we thank you today for having us witness this launching of a new service by QCell Group. We pray that Heavenly Father, Lord, will continue to guide and protect them as they continue to have new innovations in their services. And as they extend their services to their customers, we pray that Heavenly Father, Lord, we're able to make them grow and prosper in their business, in whatever they do. We pray in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, Imam Ka and Father Mendy. Once again, a warm welcome to everybody. We say Amen to the prayers and pray that the gathering is blessed and pray that the reason why we are here today is something that is going to benefit all of us, the country, and the world at large. Before we go any further, I would like to take a few minutes to recognize the presence of our key and valued partners that are here with us today to celebrate this milestone that we're here for. I would like to recognize the presence of our bosses from the Central Bank of the Gambia, and I'm sure that all my banker people here will agree, our bosses, without whom we would not be here, represented by Mr. Amadou Kora, the Director of Banking Supervision, and Madam Teres Louise Jata. We have in our presence the MD, Mr. Noha Marena of Ajib Bank, our first partner on this venture. From EcoBank, we have Lamin Sanyang, and we have Mr. Job, Ibrahim Job. From Trust Bank, we have Mr. Sise. GT Bank, our friend Philip, and from Reliance, we have Mr. Momodou Job. We have, last but not the least, Madam Aissatou Jata Sise from Mega Bank. Of course, the Q Group management, DG Anamja, Kumba, and all the rest of the team, Q Group staff, and members of the press. We also have joining us live on radio our very esteemed customers who are the reason why we are where we are today. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to take a few minutes to just give you a brief overview of mobile money. Mobile money is simply an electronic service that is accessible via your mobile phone to provide access to a wide range of financial services. Very simple. Mobile money started in Kenya in late 2006 and is now available in over 90 countries around the world. It also has 276 service providers as of 2017, according to the GSMA State of the Industry Report of 2018. Providers include Orange Money in Senegal, MTN in Ghana, EcoCash in Zimbabwe, EasyPaySe in Pakistan, the giants, M-Pesa in Kenya, Qodoo Mobile Money in the Gambia, to name a few. At the end of 2007, the mobile money industry recorded 690 million registered mobile money accounts across the world. It processed an average of $1 billion worth of transactions per day and generated over $2.4 billion in direct revenue. It is certainly not a small fish in the sea. It is a big industry, considering that it has been in existence for just over 10 years. With about 3 years of operation in this country, Qodoo Mobile Money is considered to still be in its infancy. Yet we are consistently making big waves in this country as the leading mobile money service provider with the widest range of services that can be compared to the mighty players such as MTN, Airtel, and M-Pesa. Qodoo Mobile Money services include cash-ins, which is the depositing into your Qodoo account, cash-outs, which is the withdrawal arm of the service, money transfer, payments, buying credit, QCell credit, and Q-Power, etc. And today, we are proud to add the ability to link your bank account with the new service today, we are launching today, called B-Link. B-Link allows QCell customers with a Qodoo account and a bank account to link the two to be able to quickly, conveniently, and easily move funds between the two accounts. To access the service, a customer is required to go through a one-time security process to add, verify, and link their bank account to their Qodoo account by dialing *323# and selecting B-Link from the menu. The B-Link service, like all of our other range of services, is also available on our Qodoo Mobile Money app that is easily accessible on the Google Play Store as well as iTunes. The beauty behind B-Link is that it is a simple, innovative service that brings together two existing products, a bank account and a mobile money account, to add value for our mutual customers. Before I delve into the benefits of B-Link, I would like to bring to your attention that this type of service that we're here to launch today is offered by only a handful out of the about 300 operators that are out there in the world. I said so in 2016 at our launch. Qodoo Mobile Money is going places. Now, to demonstrate the benefits of B-Link, imagine Kumba. Kumba is a trader that lives in Kombo Birkama, but she makes a living by traveling from Lumo to Lumo across the country, buying and selling fruits and vegetables in season. Kumba has a bank account, but due to the nature of her job, she's hardly able to meet her savings goals, and sending money to her family is even more challenging. Imagine the risks she would face carrying all that cash around from village to village. With her Qodoo Mobile Money account on her QCell line, Kumba is now able to link the two to keep her money safe, buy credit to call her many customers, buy Q-Power for her family in Birkama, send money to her mother in Buyam, and after calculating her profits at the end of the day, simply cash in and transfer her daily savings to her bank account. When Kumba finds a deal too good to pass over at the Nungu Kebe Lumo, she whips out her mobile money account, Kumba, your village. She quickly whips out her mobile money account, checks her bank balance, and transfers money from her Qodoo bank account to her Qodoo account, and makes a merchant payment to her supplier, who accepts Qodoo. Now, Kumba's story is made up. It is not real. It's a figment of my imagination. But we have thousands of people just like Kumba across the whole country. And now, we have the range of services that can make this very, very real. I am certain my bosses from the central bank are now calculating the reduction in savings, in the physical cash going around, as well as the enhanced monitoring and reporting capabilities that this brings to us. At present, our platform is fully integrated with Ajib, our first partner. Everyone knows that Ajib, as Qodoo's first partner for the billing service, is a no-brainer. It makes business sense, and it is expected. What I would like for us to reflect on is that this is not just nepotism, but dare I say, a calculated approach to what we believe is beneficial to all. This partnership has allowed us, our partnership with Ajib, has allowed us to leverage on our shared resources and streamline processes within the Q group, as well as fast-track decision-making process being under the same leadership. It has also allowed us to make and absorb the expensive mistakes, become more efficient, and discover new and better ways to bring about billing that is now quickly, easily, and cost-effectively available to any partner that wishes to come on board. Now, this is my sales pitch to you guys over there, our banking partners. We are happy to bring you on board. We hope that you'll be stepping into my office. I have some contracts ready, and we can get started. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to inform you that as we speak right now, technical integration is in progress with our partners, EcoBank, and we are in very, very serious discussions with Trust Bank, and we hope to start development very soon. Billing is currently limited to individual accounts, but testing has recently been completed for merchant and business accounts, and we soon hope to add ATM withdrawal services with all our partners in the next phase. In closing, it is my conviction that our regulator, partners, and my colleagues in the financial services sector will agree with me that billing is a step in the right direction towards expanding financial services and opening up the space to include our majority unbanked population, all vital building blocks in stimulating sustainable socio-economic development in this country. I thank you all, with special mention going to our tech teams from QCell and Ajib, Kemo, Mahmoud, Ismaila, Bakau, where's Bakau? Keba is currently in Sierra Leone. Our marketing team, the QCell management team, that lets me, well, gets very frustrated when I barge into their offices unannounced most of the time to get what I want. I apologize. And I promise that I will do it all over again the next time and the next time. I thank you. I would now like to call on the MD, Mr. Noha Marena, our first partner, and to give us a short statement on the bank, on his perspective as a partner on this very important service that we have. Noha, welcome.
Thank you, Sarah. You said what you said about Kumba was a figment of your imagination. I think it really is more than just an imagination. I am a living witness to all the things that you said. I come from a village from across the river called Sitanunku. Now, those of us who have crossed the ferry would agree with me that the ferry was a point where when you cross, you have to hold your pocket because there are pickpockets all over the place. I have never been a victim, but my brother was a big victim of that. What do I do when I go to Nyomi these days? Sarah knows very well. I go without a dime in my pocket. I go to the customer care service in Bara and then cash from my Qodoo account. So I have actually removed that risk from my profile, the ferry risk. Now, my people in Nyomi, unfortunately, are largely unbanked. And that's where this product becomes even more relevant. Now, they all have mobile phones. Thanks to QCell, we have an antenna in my village, so everybody can access the internet in my village. And I think that's kudos to QCell, even before we talk about Qodoo. Everybody in my village has a cell phone. So I can now buy credit here and send it to my people in Sitanungu without having to go to Bara or having to send cash to them. What is the benefit of that? It means my people are now becoming banked. The shortfall with Qodoo as just a money wallet was that when I ran out of credit in Nyomi, I could not replenish it, particularly on a Sunday morning. On Sunday mornings, all the banks there are closed. There are banks in Nyomi, incidentally. They are all closed on Sunday mornings. So I have nowhere to really get some more money. So there's a shopkeeper in Bara who I used to go to get some money to do my daily chores on Sundays and Saturday afternoons. Now, you have addressed my problem. I don't have to wait for a Monday morning or to go to a shopkeeper to replenish my account and finance my chores in Yumi. Thank you very much for that. So my people now can bank 24/7, so to speak, as long as their mobile phones are charged. And they are quite often charged these days. So I think I think this is a product that I'm very proud to be associated with. My bank is extremely excited because we've seen the benefits of this. We are not into that old-time banking where it's brick and mortar, where we go and build big branches, you know, and put a teller, 10 tellers and a branch manager and all that, and say we are present everywhere. We're a technology-based bank. I mean, with QCell around us, obviously, we are more than ready to be a technology-based bank rather than a brick and mortar-based bank. So we, as Ajib, right now, are so proud to be associated with you. And I'm just complimenting the things exactly what we would want to be doing, and doing it even better with your partnership. And it's getting better by the day. The fact that we are able to provide our clients with these services, I think it's a volume that is being spoken by your action and by the actions of the bank. My technology team have worked tirelessly on this product. They worked so tirelessly that they even stayed in the bank up to 10 p.m. on some occasions. And that's because we know the benefits. We have already started feeling it and living it. It's in our DNA now to partner with you and even offer more services than we are offering right now. Just to name them, I have the head of the department is Pafili, then you have Kemo, Mahmoud, and Ismaila. They have done a wonderful job, and I would like us to give them a round of applause. And we also would like to thank you, Sira. I think your team has been particularly cooperative, and I think you have will go many places. QCell, Qodoo, Ajib, and all the components of the group. I think the sky is the limit for us with the kind of technology and the kind of people we have. I would also like to welcome my colleagues from the other commercial banks, and I can assure you there's a lot of benefit accruing to us from this product, and I'm sure you would like to be part of a success story. This is indeed a success story, and it will be useful to everybody in the country. Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Chairman, and everybody else. I forgot to say Qodoo is very compliant. I'll give you a personal story. I used to pay my people from my Qodoo account by sending my OTP to the branch, and the guys there would pay because they know me. They even recognize my voice. So Stira calls me and says to me, "No, we are not going to continue doing this. You have to be physically present for us to pay." I said, "What are you talking about?" See, that's what compliance is about. We cannot pay people we are not seeing because there is the risk of, for fraud and all what have you. So I can assure you, Central Bank, these guys are very compliant. I quarreled with Sarah 2 days, we did not talk. But I had to comply, and rest assured they're very compliant. Thank you.
Yes, we did that. He said, they know me there, they know it's me. When I go there, I said, yes, they know you, but you still have to sign. You still have to show your ID card, and before we can disburse funds. He said, well, this is too complicated for me. I cannot use your service anymore. I said, well, I am sorry, but that is what we have to do. Yes, so for us, as this service is more than, and I know for all of the service providers here, the bankers, it's the same for you. What we do is more than just business. It is also for our own personal gains. When we perfect the things that we do, we are our own customers. When we perfect them, we see the benefits. I remember the first time when we did the soft launch of this banking process, one of our staff who's here, I would not name her, she came to me and said, "Auntie Sira, this is the best you have done. Just simply being able to check my bank account balance without having to call the bank or go to the ATM means a lot to me." We have people having to, you cannot call the bank and ask them, please give me my bank account balance. You have to physically go in. Most of us are caught up during the work hours and are not able to do that. You also, sometimes you need cash and you can't go to the bank or the ATM is far away from you, especially when you are out of the Greater Banjul area. So this product really is something that is very personal to us as our own customers. I would now like to call on our friends and partners from EcoBank, Mr. Sanyang, to talk about what we are working on, what is in progress with us at the moment. Mr. Sanyang, welcome.
Thank you, Sira. Good morning. Managing Director of Q Group, Mohamed Jah. Managing Director of Ajib, Nuha Marina. Director of Banking Supervision, my brother, Mr. Kora. On behalf of the entire management and staff of EcoBank Gambia, we thank Qodoo for this dignified invitation. We are very happy to be part of this brilliant launching. EcoBank is delighted to join Qodoo in the launching of its new billing service. This service clearly is an instant and convenient way of banking via the mobile phone. Mobile banking has the means to penetrate underserved areas and increased access to financial products and services without having to invest in bricks and mortar, just like Mr. Marina said. It allows humans to act as ATMs, delivering financial services using devices such as card readers, point-of-sale terminals, or mobile phones to process real-time transactions. And ultimately, this is where EcoBank want to partner with Qodoo to achieve. EcoBank Gambia Limited considers Qodoo as an important partner in the delivery of such needed financial services to the vast majority of the people who are still either unbanked or underbanked. I see this partnership just as that of BBC and QCity, because it gives opportunity to the ones that are not opportune to open accounts with banks. Qodoo will give that opportunity, linking with commercial banks to have banking services to their doorsteps. Today, consumers can use their QCell numbers and open bank accounts with EcoBank, what we call express account. Someone will call it a digital account. Already we have entered into agreement with Qodoo to integrate our platform such that Qodoo wallet holders can access our ATM networks for cardless cash withdrawal. A few years ago, no one will imagine this. Work is at advanced stage. Our technicians are working together to make sure that this works as quickly as possible. And what this does for anyone who subscribes to this, it opens 32 countries for you to have access to as far as you are on visa. So we can tell you that this partnership gives you that opportunity of reaching out to 33 African countries where you may find yourself tomorrow on a business trip or official visits. The Qodoo mobile money opens up banking opportunities for customers by allowing them to transact and do business at their fingertips. It serves as an alternate delivery channel for offering financial services in an efficient and cost-effective manner. Mobile banking does not only promote financial inclusion to the unbanked and underbanked population, but effectively handles this without risking the safety and soundness of the banking system. We all know the risk associated with carrying cash. If you have money in your wallet, that is your electronic wallet, we know how that shapes. It might be difficult to convince some people especially the Ture Kundankas and the Jaju Kundankas, because they will be thinking, where is my money? Sitting in the air. Like somebody will tell you, my information is sitting in the cloud. What about if it rains? We expect the best from this innovation, and on the part of Qodoo, and I encourage all of us to experience the new billing service with convenience. Thank you so much. What I see happening actually is not billing, but Qodoo is working towards linking the commercial banks. Thank you.
Now, I must say that our partnership with EcoBank has been going on for a while. We have signed a contract a while ago, and work has been in progress. A little bit slower than we expected, and understandably so. They are international everywhere, and they have a lot of things to go through, being international, in order to make sure that they're presenting the same face across the world, wherever they go. And it is natural when it comes to technology or any development that every country would have its own nuances. So to make sure that all those things are being given the same face can take time. But I can say that for sure, our engagements have been one of the most productive things for me in this process, going through, figuring out how this flow is going to work. Working it out has been very productive for us, and we appreciate your partnership. Thank you very much. Now, I don't suppose it would be too daring of me to ask our boss from the central bank to say a few words on this occasion.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we call an impromptu speech. I did not come here to make speech. I did not come here to perform any official role or formal role. The invitation came to Central Bank. I got it towards close of the day. It was actually my first deputy governor who should have been here to grace this occasion. But you see, whatever happens, there shall always be a central bank. People will come and go, but Central Bank remains. So irrespective of whatever time you choose to communicate to Central Bank, I am informing you all that you are free to communicate. Central Bank now is under the leadership of very young, resilient, and dynamic youths who can respond to any situation and can appropriately respond. So it is in manifestation of that resilience that I will step up and answer to your call. And I pray that at least it will be on course. We are happy when we see innovation going on in the market, because we are living in a global village. Gambia is not an island. We exist within a global context. And I can assure you, or even remind you, that the world is on the move. Everywhere in the world there is a change. So business cannot continue as usual in the Gambia when everything around the world is changing. The call for mobile money came to Central Bank at a time when we do not have framework, regulation, or structures in place to handle it. But once we got the wind that the market is demanding for these services, we revisited our laws, we step up our moves, we move together in collaboration with the operators and come with a framework where mobile monies can be licensed, where mobile money can be regulated. By the time we finish through the protocols and processes of licensing, Central Bank was more than prepared to respond to the need of the market. So we move together, we accelerate our speed, and got prepared in collaboration with our partners all over the world. It is important to know that in this world, we all have our friends. Enemies are not important. They slow your progress, but friends are very critical. So friends are very critical. So you will choose to be a person, you can only be one person. Choose to be right, do the right thing, be ready to fight with the wrong people. Or choose to be wrong. Then you have wrong people as your friend, but be ready to fight with the right people. Because you cannot be wrong and right at the same time. You cannot be property owner and thief at the same time. So it's a personal decision that you have to make, that this is a matter of principle. I'm going to stick to this line of action. I don't care who is going to be my enemy. I don't care who is going to be my friend. Those who like the truth, those who like the principle, would certainly partner with you, and at least you have some people by your side, wherever you are. If you choose to be on the reverse or on the converse side, well, you have wrong people, you have liars, you have thieves as your friends, but the righteous people will be fighting against you. And I would like to associate myself with people who stand for the truth and the right, because ultimately, it's the truth that will prevail. So at the level of central bank, we are happy when we see innovation, because I know the ultimate salvation for humanity lies in innovation. We would like to see prosperity. But when I say prosperity, we want inclusive prosperity, a prosperity that will include everybody, will move towards reducing poverty, and then the prosperity will be shared among all according to the input that you make. Because wherever you consume, there is a sine qua non, a necessary condition that at least you should perform. So we are looking forward to more innovations coming into the market to promote growth and development in our economy. Let's not say it is happening in America, it's not possible to happen here. There are no angels, there are no jinns in America, there are no gods or even prophets there. They are human beings like me and you. Whatever they can do, let's see, it's possible because it was done by people. A tax is considered impossible before it is done. Once it is done, it's no longer impossible. And as a regulator also, it was a music to our ears that you can stand in public and say you are compliance conscious. That means you are sending a signal that you have regard and respect for the rules and regulations that we are doing. As regulators, we do not have it all. We do not know it all. It's a question of having access to greater market information. Because as a market player, you are alone in your area. We know, we work with you, we work with about 3, 4, 20 of you. So the combined stock of knowledge that we put together is more than what you will know alone in your business. That is an advantage we have. And we are not there to lord it over you on the pretext that we have it all, we know it all. We know that as regulators, we exist because we exist. If there is no market to regulate, there shall never be a regulator. So it's a question of we are in the boat together, destined to cross the sea. The choice is we will float together or we will sink together. Notwithstanding, it has to be based on transparent rules. It has to be based on fair play, fair rules, clear and transparent rules. And whatever we ask you to do, it can be explained because we are accountable regulators and supervisors. So at the level of the central bank, see us as in the service, your service as market participant, your service as Gambians, your service as member of the human family. So we are servants, we are not lord, we are not masters. We are here to serve the Gambian public. Call on us at any point in time, and together, I feel we can surmount any task at hand. So on that score, I used to thank you all very much for the invitation, and I pray for more innovations to come, good innovation, progressive innovation, innovations that will go towards reducing poverty, and at the end of the day, the cake will be shared. On that score, I thank you very much.
I got to meet Mr. Kora in 2015, not too long ago, when we went to a mobile money workshop back in Sierra Leone. And during the short period that I have known him, I have known him to be one of the most staunch supporters of doing the right things in this country. And that is very, very important, especially at the station where he stands as a regulator in the Central Bank of the Gambia, the bank of this country. And when it comes to mobile money and what we do as a partner, mobile money is still very much in its infancy in Gambia. We're all learning. There's no expert in the country. And what the Central Bank of the Gambia has done for us to get here, we cannot even begin to start here and start counting. Mohammed can attest to that. He's just a phone call away. I walk into his office. I just said, meeting. So very open. Listens to our concerns and guides us and gives us the way. And that is the way that it is supposed to be to develop. Like he said, nobody knows it all. We all work together. And without that, it will not happen. Thank you very much, Mr. Kora, Teres, for all the team at the Central Bank. Please extend our thanks to the governor, first and second deputy, and all the staff at the Central Bank of the Gambia. We very much appreciate your support. Now, I would like to call on Mr. Mohamed Jah, our board chairman, to give us a short statement on this occasion.
Thank you very much, Sira. And thank you all for coming to this launching, very important launching. I would like to, first of all, recognize the presence of the representative of the governor of the Central Bank, Mr. Amadou Kora, Director of Banking Services, and his colleague, Therese, for coming to grace this occasion. I would also like to recognize the presence of the representative of the Director General of PURA. I think it's Alima, yeah, she's there. I'd like to recognize your presence because we have two regulators. Central Bank regulates financial services and PURA regulates the mobile telecommunication services, and both of them together make up mobile money services. So we'd like to recognize them for coming. I would also like to recognize all the banks present today, from the MD of Ajib Bank to the representative of the MD of EcoBank, Trust Bank, Mega Bank, all the banks and partners, and also Reliance Financial Services, and all our partners who are present here today. We will also like to recognize the presence of the media. I always say it in my speeches that the media shapes the world, and that is why at the Q group level we found it very prudent to also go into the media. I'm sure you've seen today QTV is here, and Q Radio, and all the radio stations and the newspapers. I think we all agree that the media shapes the world now. So we'd like to recognize them. And also I would like to thank all the staff of the group. I think we have different group members here. All the staff of the group for coming to attend this very important session. I'm sorry I have a bit of a cold, but I'll try to. Last but not the least, I would specifically want to recognize the head of Qodoo, Sira, and also the head of Ajib, because I want to receive dividend by the end of the year. So I would like to recognize you. I would like to recognize you. Thank you. Before coming into the building inauguration, I think it's fitting to remind our audience in the room here and also outside, because we are connected through radio and television, radio live. I'm sure the population is all listening to us, and we would like to say that Qodoo was born because of QCell. And I just want to remind people that we had promised this country that we would do certain things when we go into services. I want to say that QCell, as you all know, was the fourth operator in the country. We came last, but we came with the latest technology to the country. We were the first to deploy 3G technology in the country. We were also the first to deploy 4G technology in the country. And today, we stand to say very firmly that we are the biggest, the cheapest, the fastest, and the most reliable network in the country. And I'm not scared because the PURA is here. They have the records. But then underlining all this, what we promised our customers was that we were coming with value-added services which will benefit our clientele. That is very key. Because yes, you can come up with a network, but I think now we all agree that value-added services is what drives a network. We were cognizant 10 years ago when we started that data is going to be the end result. So we decided to bring a lot of data service, value-added service. Some of it like the Q Power. We were the first to launch Q Power. You're able to buy NAWEC electricity just through our credit. We were the first to bring it to the public. I'm sure you hear about the eFankanta, service. You hear about the Q Football, Q Alert. So it's not strange that we decided to incorporate a company called Qodoo Financial Services, which is a 100% subsidiary of QCell, to provide the first mobile wallet service in the Gambia. It was not strange because it is something we felt that, because we've seen it all over the world, and we don't want our people or our country to be behind. So we decided to set up. We knew that at the beginning, maybe for the first few years, will be a loss service, like we'll be losing a lot of money, we'll be subsidizing it. But we were prepared to bring that convenience to our customers. I think that is the key here, have services which bring convenience to our customers. So Qodoo Financial Services was born in March 2016, as you all know. And I believe that on the day of the launching, all the important dignitaries on this country came. In fact, I remember that we had the governor, the deputy governor, the director of banking services, all the top guys. We had the GRA, Director General, we had the Minister of Finance, we had the Minister of, everybody came. Why? Because they knew that this is the end result. At the end of the day, e-services is going to prevail over cash services all over the world, and we've seen it already there. The global financial inclusion was very important to us. We didn't want Gambia to lag behind. It is not only a great product, but a necessary product which enables us to do financial transactions faster, more reliable, and safer. It helps the regulator, and I'm sure they will agree with me, to have more reliable financial data, because we are in a country where the informal trade is really more than the formal trade. So sometimes the regulators, both central bank and PURA, struggle to get good data to give to us, because without proper data, you cannot do your forecast, you cannot do a lot of things. So that is a key. And also moving towards the cashless economy, just like the developed world. In fact, when we started operation, we all knew that Qodoo had a ceiling of $10,000. But because of how good, people were using it, the central bank was generous enough to move the wallet size from 10,000 to 25,000, and that is working out very well, especially for merchants and so on. So in 2015, a tech magazine in the US reported that close to 40% of Americans have not visited a bank in the last half of the year. They have not, maybe now it's even more. But this was in 2015. 40% of Americans don't visit a bank. The report also noted that the number of physical branches have dropped by almost half in a period of 10 years as a result of growth in online and mobile banking service. This is real data you can look for. While this is good news for banks, because they get to save on operation and staffing cost, the report also highlights that many customers stopped visiting banks because of developments elsewhere in the digital ecosystem, i.e. mobile, digital, and online financial services offered by non-banks. It seems banks have been overlooking new players and have failed to capitalize on the new wave of digital technologies. But I must recognize here that if you look at the way EcoBank, the past few months, 2018, they are just focusing on mobile banking. They are spending so much money, on that, because they know that that is the future. In the developing world, in the meanwhile, telcos have been riding full steam ahead on the wave of new digital technologies in the form of mobile money services to address the needs of the 2.5 billion unbanked people, 60% of whom own a mobile phone, according to estimates by the World Bank in 2015. So that these figures have all changed, but I'm just giving you, an idea of what is happening. Of course, QCell is not left behind, and by extension, Qodoo Financial Services. This has since led to innovative products and services that have taken mobile and digital financial services to a new level. In partnership with banks, insurance providers, and other fintech players, telcos and mobile money operators are going beyond simple deposits, transfers, and withdrawals to help people find new and easy ways to store, spend, manage, borrow, protect, and even invest their hard-earned income by moving towards electronic money and other digital financial ecosystems. As you are aware, Ajib Bank was taking over we took over Ajib Bank from FCMB Bank of Nigeria in 2014, I mean the Q Group. When we took it over, the bank was almost bankrupt, and most importantly, was almost running on a manual system. We were at the bottom of the chart when it came to technology. And I think Central Bank knows that because we were under prescription, huh, Mr. Kora? So we took over and implemented the best Islamic core banking system called IMAL, and spent over $3 million in the implementation of the system and training of staff. We were bent on bringing the objective of partnering. We were bent on bringing the fastest, most reliable, and best banking system in the Gambia. This is why we spent over $150 million on the system. The bank has the objective of partnering with the best service providers in the Gambia and beyond. Some of the partners of Ajib, as you all know, include Wari, Western Union, Rare Money Transfer, and of course, today, Qodoo Financial Services. We are not surprised that Ajib Bank's technological goal and objective drove its great management team, headed by Mr. Noha, to be the first bank in the Gambia to link to Qodoo banking. When we say B-Link, is banking new services. And we hope, and what I have heard here from the other banks, we hope that other banks in the Gambia will follow suit to enable, and I believe that it's a big advantage for all the banks, because you will have access to close to 1 million potential QCell and Qodoo customers, because you connect to our platform. So I hope that they will all seize the opportunity, you know, to connect. It is important to note that the explosion of mobile and digital financial services has not easily been a result of developing new products, but through the simple adaptation or linking of existing products and services offered by different players in the ecosystem, such as today the B-Link, which we are launching. The advantage this approach brings is that it creates a win-win situation that eliminates the need to invest more time, money, to bring a new service to the market, which then translates into better, more appropriate, and more cost-effective services for our customers. Another point that is worth noting is that the potential impact of such collaboration in our market, with a population of less than 2 million customers to win over, it makes better business sense for all of us in the market to work together and add value, strengthen our financial ecosystem, and share the whole pie rather than work it alone only to get a small piece of the pie. With our reputation for innovation at the Q Group in this country and beyond, and our demonstrated passion for and commitment to the socio-economic development of our people, we stand here today to reaffirm this commitment to you, our partners, our customers, regulators, and the Gambian people at large. A commitment to continue doing the right things, and that is very important. The right way, doing it the right way, to continue a quest to be the pride of our nation. I would like to congratulate Qodoo Financial Services through the head of Qodoo and Ajib Bank through Mr. Noha for aiming to be joint elites in the industry and for the success they have achieved with the support of all present here today, as well as those that could not make it. I wish to take this opportunity to call on all the stakeholders in the financial service sector of this country, from the government to the Central Bank of the Gambia, to the corner agent, to not overlook the tools and technologies at our disposal, but to join hands and develop products and services that empower our customers, lift them out of poverty, and create experiences that makes their lives easier. I sincerely wish to extend my thanks and gratitude to all our partners, the teams that worked always in overdrive to make this possible, and all our supporters and well-wishers. A special thank you goes to always our esteemed customers, without whom we will not be here today, and of course to the entire media fraternity. You have our promise to always do our best to bring the best services to this country. And we always say that we innovate and others follow. We've opened the door today. We look forward to having more innovations, as the regulator has rightly said. We've opened the door, let everybody come in. Let us innovate, because the world today is driven by technology. Everybody knows that. You go to your house, you hardly speak to your kids. They are all on technology. So we should understand that the world today is driven by technology. Just a few words in Wolof, because I know we have a lot of listeners, out there. Ñu ngi wax rek ne tey ñu ngi launch product bii nii nga xam ne product bu very important product la ci dëkk bi, parce que ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne Qodoo ñu bëri ñu ngi ko use pour mun a fay services, pour transfer xaalis, pour jënd crédit ak yooyu. waaye I think one of the main challenges ci Qodoo bi always mooy cash-in bi. waaw soo soxlee pour def transaction from Qodoo dafa mel ni bank account la waaye foos nga dugal xaalis ci Qodoo wallet bi. léegi ñu bëri dañ dee tayal, or sometimes dañ dee am problème yi dugal. so tey product bu ñu isi nii tey dafa make life easy pour ñu nga xam ne tey am nañ bank account yi Ajib bank. soo amee Ajib account niiruloo dem ci Qodoo agent pour dugal xaalis ci sa wallet. so soxlee xaalis pour def transaction da ngaa jël from sa bank account bi Ajib bi nga dugal sa Qodoo nga jënd Q-Power wala nga fay nga transfer nit xaalis wala nga jënd crédit, whatever service boobu bugga. ñu ngi try ci process boobu ñu am as many banks as possible ñu connect ci service bi. again tamit ñun gis nañ ne ñu bëree bëri tamit ñu ngi use Qodoo bi di save xaalis, di dugal xaalis ci Qodoo bi. ñooñu tam léegi am nañ opportunity, parce que Qodoo wallet bi 25,000 rek nga fa mun a def. so amee lu ëpp 25,000 mun nga koo move to sa Ajib bank account bi. so du necessary pour nga dem di ko cash out di ko yóbbu sa bank account. so loolu yëpp ay jafe-jafe yu sin customers yi doon ñu daan complain, parce que ñun si Q group bi dañ dee déglu torop customer yi ak dëkk bi lu ñoo wax luñ bugga. soo gisee ñu isi service yi yëpp mooy nit ñi ñoo ko soxla. ñun buggu ñoo isi service boo xam ne kenn soxlawu ko. service bi nit ñi ñoo ko soxla, ñu ngi koo laajte every day, moo tax ñu isi ko. soo demee si dëkk yu mel ni America, even Sénégal fii léegi nit ñi dematuñ banque, dañoo toog si seen mobile wallet si moom la ñoo fayee def seen transaction yëpp, fay seen bill si, seen courant bill, seen ndox, seen yëpp. ñun tam Gambie buggu ñoo ndóol, buggu ñoo nekk si gannaaw. dañ bugga ñun ñu nekk fu nit ñi nekk. mooy suñ gisee dëkk boo xam ne mu ngi use technology, ñun tey mun nañ leen a assurer ne technology buñ bugg a use Gambia mun nañ koo use. parce que tey Qcell mun nañoo wax ne almost every village ñu ngi fa. pour a report bi moo ko wax, man waxuma ko. mu nekk ñun we cover over almost the whole country. waaw parce que loolu tam benn jafe-jafe la woon. soo waxee ñu ne man du ma dee am network fii mënumaa use Qodoo. léegi mun nañoo assure nit ñi ne almost everywhere in the country léegi mun ngaa use sa Qodoo, parce que am nga fa Qcell network. fu mu nekk nii ñun lu ñu war a try mooy ñu yombal askan bi lu ñoo fere. loolu is very important. nga war a jël taxi fay $50 dem di jëndi $35 courant. loolu definitely jaarul egut xel. so ñun ñu ne Qodoo ne ñëwal nga ñëw jënda 35 nga toog sa néeg, doo jël taxi, doo jël dara, nga jënda sa $35 ba pare ñu jox la sax bonus nga wax free Qcell pour rek yombal affaire bi. so dama bëgg su ma gisee sa nit ñi di line si nawek station si, dama dee waaru, dama dee wonda léegoo-léeg nga gis leen si ron taw bi ñu ngi ma ne ñii ida dañ understand ne Qodoo am na service bii nii, parce que mënuma understand nga dem jëndi $500 for example Q Power o $100 nga dem line si ron taw bi jël nga taxi o soo jëlul taxi sax yaa ngi taxaw 30 minutes 1 hour yaa ngi bàyyi sa soxla jënda nawe cash power nga dem yaa ngi am beneen option sa loxo mooy nga jël Qodoo nga jënd soo jëndee $100 ñaata dalasi talk time lañ laajo bonus $25 $25 boobu yéen ñëpp xam ngeen ne Qcell bonusam mën nga koo use pour data SMS voice so understand ma lu tax man moo war a dem taxaw si ron taw bi di jënda cash power when mun naa toog suma néeg ma jënda ko pare ma am talk time boo xam ne ku ma neex ma waxal su ma neexee sax ma wax si ak suma doom bu nekk Amérique parce que mun nga see wax WhatsApp ñun ñoo am loolu nga xam ne sa bonus mun ngaa wax WhatsApp so I think ne dañ war a gën a askan bi foog naa ne dama foog ne di lot of problème bi fu mu nekk mooy I think ne eete bi dañ war a gën a nit ñi bi ko dama foog ne xam bi ko ku xam loolu ku mos Qodoo rek doo dee delluwaat doo laay nati I know that ku musa use Qodoo pour def any service doo demati line man géej naa si banque bi ñaata su ma bëggee léegi yónnee in fact su nit ñëwee ne ma dama bëgg nga dimbale ma ne am nga Qodoo soo amee nga connecté ma transfer la nga dem cash out léegi ñun sin dëkk Fass Caaxaw almost ñëpp moom la ñoo use moom la ñoo use so I think ne lu important waaw ak nu mu kebe ñu ne ñoom tam moom la ñoo use lu important daal mooy pour ñu nit ñi ne fu mu nekk nii every butut bu nga save dafa count tey soo save $10 boobu mën nga koo use jëndal sa doom exercise book wala nga jëndal ko meew so ñun tam service provider sin rôle la pour ñu seet naka la ñoo save nit ñi xaalis naka la ñoo def bi nga xam ne lu ñoo use mu nekk as cheap as possible so ñu ngi gërëm ñëpp di wax ne ñu week bi yëpp dinañ nekk sax ajib dinañ fa nekk di dimbale customers yi di leen wan naka la ñoo use service bi si télévision bi tam QTV dinañ am programme yu bëri yuy wane naka ngaa use service bi and also Q radio léegi ñu ngi countrywide launch nañ network bi countrywide ñëpp dinañ dégg service yu ñoo am so on the last note may thank everybody di gërëm ñëpp di ñaan yàlla nawet buñ nekka nii yàlla def si barke parce que ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne dëkk bi farming moo ko yóbbu su gars yi mu ne suñ nawet bi suñ góobee lu baax rek ñun ñëpp dañoo kontaan so ñoom tam ñu ngi leen di ñaanal yàlla jox defal leen nawet bu barke ñun tamit yàlla may ñu dem kanam ñu am wér-gu-yaram pour nga ñu mun a jox nit ñi service yuñ bugga seen partners yi yëpp ñu ngi leen di gërëm parce que tey wi noo ne si dafa gàtt 11 o'clock ba léegi ñoom ñu ngi am liggéey bu bëri ñëpp a ngi am liggéey bu bëri waaye bàyyi nañ seen liggéey ñu ñëw bokkaa ñun lii parce que gisee wuñ ne lii nii bu Qcell la o bu Qodoo la o bu ajib la déedéet ñun ñëpp dañ gisee ne dëkk bi nii ñun ñoo war a boole seen loxo yi together ak seen xelaat yi pour dëkk bi neex parce que su dëkk bi neexee ñun ñëpp ñun ñooy kontaan su dëkk bi naxaree ñun ñëpp ñun ñooy mer so on that note maa ngi tànk ñëpp sira di gërëm ñëpp su ñoo ñëw and asalaamaaleykum.
Okay, Jerejef Mohammed, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I think one of the things that we all know in Gambia and are very certain of is Mr. Mohammed Shia's commitment, his commitment to this country. With what he has, he could have packed up a long time ago and left.
Well, where?
where others are going. Where others are going. But one of his most famous phrases is, dëkk bi suñ dëkk la dëkk bi ñoo ko moom suñ ko defarut I mean the new dëkk bi ñoo ko moom not the old dëkk bi ñoo ko moom de o dëkk bi maa ko moom dëkk bi ñoo ko moom right dëkk bi ñoo ko moom suñ ko defarut kenn kana koo defar that's number one. And one of his other passions ñaareel bi mooy ne ñun dañ war a jiitu kuy ñëw dimbale si ñu fekka ñu si and that has been his principle since I have known him a long time ago. We thank you, Mr. Jia. Thank you very much. Now, like he said, we've been here for a while. You're all very, very important people. You've been here for over an hour. We really appreciate that. But we are also convinced that you're here because of your belief in us and your support. We appreciate that, and we thank you for being here. We will close on this note, and as we started, we shall pray to mark the end of the ceremony and pray for the blessings of Allah on this gathering and many more gatherings to come, whether at QCell here or at any of our partners' locations around the country, because the more the merrier. Like Mr. just said, it is important for us to work together and share the whole pie. Nobody wants a little piece of the pie or crumbs. So if I may call on, I'll start with Philip since he's right here, and Mohammed, if you can get ready to join us. We offer quick closing prayers. At the end of the session, if the press would like to stay on, we can have questions and answer with you. We'll be available to answer questions and make any necessary clarifications. Philip?
Can we bow down as we started? Lord, we thank you for allowing us to go through this process of launching of the Qodoo. We pray that Heavenly Father, Lord, you will continue to guide us even as we leave this room to go back to our destinations, that you will follow us and will continue to prosper us. And as our listeners over there, or as listeners over there, as customers over there, they will be encouraged to be able to use this product and services and able to do their business and able to enhance whatever they do efficiently. We thank you, Lord, in Jesus' name.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا واخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين وصل اللهم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين